The Liminal Rise. Oh, don't stop rising. Not for career or reward, not for duty. You are meant to grow. There was a kid that made his professor dislike him because the kid was always busy and never had time. The teacher, with a stupid expression, complained how he never cleaned up his lab space. He left filthy equipment behind, dirty beakers and such. What the teacher did was ruin an opportunity to befriend a soon-to-become a Nobel Prize winner. To him, school was a liminal space. He was just passing through. And oh, these prizes are not as prestigious as they show on TV, and the winners may already have a reason to speed through all the way to the end. But nonetheless, know your liminal spaces. The school is not a height. It is one of the lowest of lows, where you will be played to jump hoops for an impression of education. A slow impression. Don't graduate too fast. There's a balanced education to be had. But a balanced education makes for a jack of all trades, and you are not going to get very far. Unless, like the occasional lucky scientist, you won ahead of time. Or move at your own speed, like a high-powered laser. Learning programming is one way to move fast, skipping over what is unimportant to get to the center. Here your prize, that highest of height, is not a medal, but the refactoring night. You'd quickly forget the prize ceremony, as the bar seems to be lowered, and now jackasses win. But you won't forget the warmth of AOL servers. You won't forget the hum as you code away at the liminal space of a colo facility. You just get a keyboard and a floor tile. And you are as mighty as it ever gets. You are not just on fire, but you are the fire. And you will chase your godlike powers forever. It is a terrible thing to stay with your job, to call it a career, to feel safe and grow fat. The sleepless nights are the height, and the magic is in the bugs that cannot exist but do. Another time a kid asked Murray Gell-Mann if perhaps debugging is a kind of science. How embarrassing. But Murray damned him all to hell for that. The man actually yelled at him. It is not a science. It is a lovely curse. In a science, things happen in a reasonable sequence, somewhat predictable. In a computer program, it is more like the quantum world, where some things just sometimes frickin' go back in time. And you better grab onto your floor tile. You are all the gods, and yours will be the perfect laughter. These are good beginnings, but tiny stepping stones. And I hope such moments will find you as early as your teenage days, where you will learn not to serve, not for a day, not for a paycheck, not for some prize, and instead travel and explore, both within and out in nature. If you can just resist the imposters of triumph and reward early on, and remember to find balance with nature, because it is not just the mission, it's also you. Set your backpack by the door and gently fill it over time. And once it is full of all you need, take a year off to cross the AT, or the PCT, or the CDT. There you will find your brightest ideas, and the trails will keep you healthy and fit. You go between the projects as often as you switch, and you never take too long to plan which. Keep the backpack by the door for the ultimate liminal passages. The hum of the servers will never leave you, but neither does the urge to conquer more. May your rise be gradual, and consistency eventual. May you stand in the warm ocean waters in the middle of the night, and then make your way to the mountains. The cake must always be a lie, but your basis must belong to you. There's never one great height in the end. It's the sum of all the great heights along the way, you see. You've been charged with growing all the way up, all the way, until you become a great being.